Coming up on this episode of Game Nights, we conclude our exciting Neverwinter Heist and find out if our heroes get away with the robbery, how will their friend Quill help, and can they get through some pretty armed guards. You're going to want to stick around because there are a lot of surprises on this episode of Game Nights. This is Game Nights, episode number 39, recorded November 2nd, 2016. Neverwinter Heist, Chapter 6. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Game Nights. I'm Sean Jennings, joined as always by Dungeon Master Dan and my fellow travelers, Colby and Matt. And boy, have we got an episode for you tonight. We are continuing with our Neverwinter Heist. We finally have gotten inside the vault and found the mysterious item, none other than a magic pen called Quill, who's been telepathically helping us escape from this vault. Now, we've been caught, supposedly, by the bank manager, who's a little bit suspicious that someone's been in the wrong vault. So far, we've skirted any kind of suspicion, but tonight we're going to find out if we can actually get away with the crime and how we can escape with both Quill and our new wizard friend Archie. Can we get away with it, and will we turn Quill in to the sketchy man who asked us to find him for some cash? You're going to want to tune in because we're continue the adventure now, already in progress.
And gestures you to go into the antechamber.
Of course, and so we do.
Very well. So, the other guards are surprised to see this, and the regional branch manager has a bit of a conference with them and explains that they're going to go vault to vault. The dwarves are shuffling into the antechamber now at this point as well. They're going to go vault to vault and check the integrity of the vaults.
But to do that, they'll need
Archie. Yes.
Who I turn and wink at when no one's looking.
Would you like to say anything else to him?
Oh, are we in a spot where I can whisper something to him? Because absolutely.
Well, you could get the Quill to say something to him.
So I use my Professor X mind powers. Quill. Tell.
You don't have to say my name.
Tell. Archie. To make the vault look very clean and organized like it did when we first showed up, using his magic abilities.
Well, you're really good at that.
Thank you.
He just actually has an effects board. We just the first.
It can also sound really high pitched.
I thought you had like a legitimate
Echo machine? No.
some sort of machine attached to your microphone. That was very convincing.
No, I just spent a lot of time in caves and other cavernous areas. Yes.
All right.
So Archie looks at you and nods. So off they go.
All right.
And you're left with the regional branch manager and the four Zentarum fighters, as you now know them to be. Archie has gone with the two guards to ascertain the integrity of each vault. And the dwarves are just sort of, they're not talking. They're talking dwarvish to each other, which I guess Matt maybe could understand.
Yep.
Yep. So they're a little miffed. Like, it seems like they're not really talking about what their valuable stuff. It didn't sound, very exciting that they're depositing, and this is a huge inconvenience. Yeah, that's all, really. They're not talking to you at all. They make no efforts to talk to you. In fact, they stay very far away from you.
Fair enough.
Dun, dun, dun. So,
Excuse me, Mr. Regional Manager, what was it, Chesterfield Featherbottom, whatever his name was?
what was his name?
Oh, no.
Papa Dog Studebaker? I don't know.
Did he have a name?
He did.
Thokum Galgus. There we go.
Yes.
Thokum.
You always forget
The Thokinator.
those.
How much longer do you think this is going to take? I don't want to rush you, but it is getting quite late. I'm sure you have a busy day here at the bank tomorrow. You'd like to get to sleep.
I think it'll only take about 15 minutes.
All right. That seems reasonable. As long as we're efficient about it, I completely understand.
So the let's see. So you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting. Nothing's really happening, and then the guards come back. They have like a sort of bloodied up Archie a little bit, and they're carrying this empty chest.
What?
And they hand the empty chest to the regional branch manager. And he says, "Which of you," says to the room, "stole out of my vault?"
Bum, 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 bum. God, I love doing that. I have no idea what you're talking about.
The dwarves say,
Slanderous.
like, "It could not have been us. We were with our own vault under the presence of a guard the entire time."
As were we.
Yeah.
So regional branch manager turns to the guards and says, "Which of you was with the dwarves?" And the one on the right says, "That was me." "And you did not observe anything suspicious?" He says, "No, they were in their vault. They went right from the antechamber to the vault. They were in there the entire time. They were very far from the vault in question." And he turns to the other one and says, "And you were with our new customers?"
Absolutely. They
He
were.
says, "Yes." Said, "And were they were in their vault?" He said,
Absolutely.
"Yes, the one that Archie told me to open."
Absolutely. I don't know how anyone could have gotten in, because if the vault that was allegedly broken into wasn't our vault and wasn't the dwarves' vault, I don't know how anyone else could have even gotten in there.
But the regional branch manager says, "Your vault is right next to this vault, so you can see how I would find it more likely that you somehow tricked Archie, or maybe he was acting with malice, to open this vault."
Excuse me, I take great offense. Archie, in fact, we asked Archie to celebrate with us as we celebrated with you, and he declined. He was such a man of integrity and a man of his work. He refused because he took so seriously the work he was performing. Now, I will not stand here and be slandered by simple association of the fact that that vault was next to the one that I paid good money to rent from this fine establishment.
So he says, "Then if you didn't steal from it, good sir, who do you propose did?"
Well, so, I mean, my first question is, how do you know any of the people here stole from the vault? Couldn't it have happened at any time?
He says, "There are safeguards in place on some of our vaults."
Well, apparently they're faulty and not quite good. I don't mean to slander you, but clearly if someone can come in and steal this without you being aware, it's easy to assume the people who were last near it were guilty. But this could have been broken in at any time. Clearly your safeguards are ineffective. They could have been broken weeks ago. You don't know that for sure. Clearly something here is amiss, and as a good paying customer, I have given you every benefit of the doubt. I have stood here, given you my time, given you my effort to keep your bank safe, but this is clearly your mistake. And frankly, one you'll have to solve without us. I do not appreciate myself or my colleagues having their integrity questioned like this.
He says,
At this point, Trimberlina takes the Galagus. Is that his name?
"Thokin Galgus?"
Galagus takes Galagus aside and he says, "Galagus, I need to speak with you over here for a moment. Come with me over here."
He reluctantly heads over.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna roll an intimidation check now.
Oh my god. All right.
Okay.
Now, while this is happening, you now have some time with Archie.
Okay.
Let's see.
Listen, Galagus. I just rolled a 13, by the way. She doesn't say that, but I just rolled a 13. Listen, Gallius, okay? You don't know what I'm capable of. I am a crazy dwarf paladin. There was one point I may have told you that I went on a sea voyage sometime, and my entire crew was killed by pirates. What I didn't tell you, though, is that I had to survive.
I thought you were going to say I killed them.
What I didn't tell you, though, is that I was all of those pirates. It was me. I survived by eating all of my dead crew members.
I'll eat you too.
Looks horrified.
So you said on the other side of the room, you mentioned we have a second to talk to Archie.
Survive.
Anyways, Archie, what happened?
I tried to draw their attention away from the vault, but they knew it had been opened. And now I think they suspect me of being an accomplice.
Oh no, we wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
God damn it,
You're
Sean.
you're so important to this story. You're definitely not expendable, Archie. We care about you sincerely.
Hey man, he could be a helpful partner in stories to come.
Maybe. if we get him out of here alive, which is looking less and less likely.
That's true. Archie, are there any other exits to the vault? Is there another way out or anything like that?
He says, not that I know of, but now you have the quill, and the quill says, if you operated this vault, halfling, where would you keep the other exit?
I guess in the regional manager's office.
He says, good job.
Yeah. All right. So that seems like an option to consider if we have to if it comes to blows. Yeah.
Hopefully Trumbellina is doing an A+ job of intimidating the.
So, Trumbellina and Thokum come back, and Thokum is visibly shaken. He's had a long night. He's
a little hungover.
Something happened.
Yeah.
In that conversation, maybe Trumbellina just tried to seduce him again. It's unclear. So.
Are we done here?
Thokum says, well, I have no reason to suspect any of you, save for certain members of this staff. So you're all free to go.
Good.
Are we just going to abandon Archie?
Archie's looking at you pleadingly.
I
don't feel super good about it.
Yeah, but how the hell are we going to get him out of here?
What's
Yes, I am a paladin. I have an idea.
Okay, all right.
Guys, listen. Why don't we just calm down? Let's just have a couple of beers. And we'll talk about this, we'll talk about this as equals, yeah?
Have a couple of beers.
I can brew them up.
Why would we do that? We have work to do.
No, it's a dwarven holiday. It's Kranz Frinkelnost. And where I'm from, we celebrate all day.
All right.
A couple of beers.
We'll have some beers later. How
about plan B?
here's the problem I'm having. Archie was with us the whole time we were in the vault. Like, we came in together. He opened our vault. We opened the vault, our vault, with him, and as far as we could tell, he was outside the whole time.
Wait, what?
Or did he come in with us?
He came in with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was with us the whole time. So I don't think there's no way he could have done it either. What if I don't know. What if there's a third party here who did it? Is there another entrance to this establishment?
Is my bank vault really safe?
Roll a perception check, Colby.
Okay. 11.
Okay. Thokum says there are no other entrances to this vault. What kind of dumb idea would that be? It's easiest to secure one entrance.
This coming from a guy who just had one of his bank vaults robbed.
Really, though, because I think the regional manager's office would be exactly the place that the other entrance would be.
He says, "Well, you're entitled to your opinion, but I can assure you it's not fact." Now, the dwarves, they seem slightly stirred by this idea. And one of the older dwarves, who seems to be the leader among them, says, he says, "Well, as we are people who are keeping our stuff here as well, I think we're entitled to know if there is another entrance in the branch manager's office." And Thokum says, "Why do you care?" To the group. Says, "I've cleared you of all wrongdoing."
Because we know, I know for a fact that Archibald is not the perpetrator. So if there's another way that someone could have been in the vault right now, you're gonna, you already beat him up. Who God knows what else is gonna happen to him if we leave him here with you to be.
Yeah, you goddamn psychopath. I mean that with the utmost respect.
Takes one to know one.
Thokum says, "I wasn't the one who did that, but I see your point. I concede. There is a emergency exit. And although I think it unlikely that anyone could have accessed it, I will assess its security immediately, and you should rest assured that that all of your goods are still in safe hands. I will look into this breach personally. Also, as far I can also tell you that none of the materials from any of your vaults were stolen.
Well, how can you know that for sure?
Just because I know which vaults was accessed, and it was neither of yours.
Okay. Because my vault was filled with millions and millions of dollars of gold, and when I come back, if it's not there...
We established already there was nothing in it.
Because your vault isn't filled with anything. I watched you put nothing in it earlier today, and I just checked it, and there's nothing there now.
I'm going to have to put in an insurance claim on this. It was well insured. I was robbed too.
Our scribes then.
Damn.
What are lawyers called? Our solicitor in England.
Guys, I don't know what we're gonna do about Archie.
So my concern is that if we just leave, he's gonna rat on us, Like,
Yeah, I realized just now that approximately 6 hours ago in this adventure, we probably shouldn't have given our real names to the bank and our real personal information, because we're kind of on the hook. Like, that may have been an early
That was
mistake
a huge oversight.
that we cannot undo.
we are not great at this.
We are on the hook. So that's why I'm kind of like...
But it sounds like that the branch manager is going... Like, he seems to be under pressure based on what you've said, that he's now admitted that there is this other entrance that, since it seems like you've taken an interest in Archie's poor,
his well-being.
bodily integrity, his well-being,
Yeah.
that he seems to have relented against blaming this on him.
But then I still don't know how we get him out. That's my problem. I'm not worried about whether or not Archie is going to get his ass kicked after we leave. I'm worried about how we walk out with him, because the whole point was to have the guard note, and there was just going to be one guard to get through, and we could probably sneak him through. I don't know how we sneak him out at this point, considering he's basically an indentured servitude here.
Yeah, well, you can communicate with him via the quill.
I mean, Archie. Do you have any ideas? How to get out of here.
And the quill says to you, he says, "Wasn't this your plan?"
Plan is a strong.
I won't keep doing the echo voice. We're not the ones being held captive here, Archie. Maybe you could try being a little more helpful, or we'll just pin this on you.
Oh my god. He says, or the quill relays to you, it may be possible for me to sneak out of the penthouse later on if I just go back. But then he remembers that there's a dead guard in there. And the person who leads him back in there is going to discover that dead guard.
Oh, dear.
We should have propped him up Weekend at Bernie's style with the sunglasses as we had originally proposed. That was a mistake.
So many
Errors coming back to bite us.
Maybe if we all are going up out of the vault, we can take the guards and spring Archie or something once we're out of past the doors.
Well, we can move this telepathic conversation to the outside of the antechamber. One small step at a time, I guess. All right.
Okay, I guess so. But, like, are they going to take him with us?
Well, I would assume we would all have to leave the antechamber into the lobby of the bank. I mean, that's what Archie would have to do to go back upstairs anyway. So let's at least all get out there and see if maybe the guards dissipate, or the Thokum goes back to his office, doesn't leave with us.
Okay.
Maybe he trusts Archie enough to go up to the penthouse on his own. I don't know. We won't know till we try.
So, Thokum says, "As I said, you're all free to go. I'm very sorry for this inconvenience."
Well, keep us abreast of the situation as it unfolds.
Says, "I will, and again, my apologies." So, he says, "One of the guards will escort you out." So the guards takes you, opens up the door. The four scary people in the black plate armor seem to remain behind. Thokum goes into his office, and the guard walks out with you and Archie. And then Archie and the guard turn to go up to the penthouse.
So, all right. So, just so I'm clear, we're outside the big scary door.
Yep.
The big scary guards are not here.
Correct.
And
There's just one guard guarding Archie.
Let's take him out.
Is there anyone else around?
No, the lobby seems pretty deserted. Yeah, the door is still open to the vault. So if you did it right now, they would definitely hear it.
Let's do it.
No.
Why is she here?
I don't know.
She's added no value and has only thrown a wrench and derailed this plan at every opportunity. Remember that time she just threw a net on the wizard for no reason?
And look where it got us. We got to the vault.
I would say more in spite of rather than because of. But okay.
Oh dear. Should we try and like follow them?
I think our sneakiest member of the team, Colby, should try to stealthily
Tail them,
and
you two will follow.
We'll act all casual in the vault as not to arouse suspicion.
In the lobby.
In the lobby. In the lobby, I meant. That's what I meant. In the lobby, yes.
Should I like try and take out the guard? Is that the plan?
I don't know. I mean, the problem is if once you get back, maybe Archie can assist you and the two of you can take him out. The problem is once you get back to the room, things are going to go south. So I guess you can do it before then or then.
Okay. Okay. I have a plan. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow them up. Gonna do my best to be as stealthy as possible. And then when we get there, the guard is opening the door or whatever. I guess Archie will probably be opening the door. I could either use silent image to like make it look like there's no dead body there.
Yeah.
Or I could try and just I can use like minor illusion or something to distract the guard so he doesn't look inside.
Well, okay, but part of the problem is there's going to be no guard standing outside, so I think he'll be suspicious before he even gets to the room.
Well, if it doesn't work, I could just
I think you can try that. I think you're just gonna, but then again, at some point, I think that guard has to die because then how do we get Archie out of there? Let's assume the guard doesn't mind that there's no one standing there. Then I think that guard would probably take over, wouldn't he?
That's probably true. Yeah.
I just think you're welcome to try all those things. You should be prepared at some point to, kill him.
Fair enough.
Would you like one of us to go with you, or you want to just kill him here and take the risk?
No, I don't think we should take that risk. I don't think that's a risk that we're prepared to handle.
Okay.
I guess why don't you two just hang back a little more, but I will follow as closely as I can.
Okay.
All right. I guess I'm gonna roll a stealth check then, probably, Mr. DM, sir.
Yep.
Did you know that your initials and the initials of Dungeon Master are the same?
Not explicitly, but it makes sense.
Yeah. All right. I rolled 26.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Or silent as the wind.
Yes.
Silent as the grave.
Yeah. So I guess I follow them up the stairs up to his apartment. What's the hallway situation where his?
I mean, it's just a long hallway of doors.
Okay. Are there any nooks or crannies or anything?
Not really. You're following behind in the staircase and doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Okay.
The staircase winds up though, so there is a place you could stand at the staircase where he wouldn't be able to see you if you turned around.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the way it comes up.
Right.
Should you use the magic psychic pen to warn Archie of your plan? So he knows he might need to fight and.
Right. Yeah. So actually, a good question for Archie via the pen. Do you think that the guard will notice the dead guard or lack of guard at the door, or B, try and come in. Yeah, I guess just notice either the lack of the guard or see the dead guy.
Laquil says to you, "I'm not sure if he'll be suspicious at the door. He may assume that the guard is inside. But if there isn't a guard outside, he may come in with me."
Roof stoof. Okay. I guess. Well. I guess I'm gonna try and like hide the dead guy and like get in as they come in. If on the off chance that I can roll like a 26 again.
Yep.
And if that doesn't work, I will just try and kill him. And if oh my god, I forgot I have the blowgun.
Bam.
Oh my god, I have to look in my inventory real quick. That's gonna be the greatest thing that's ever happened to me.
Or the most spectacular failure we've ever had.
Oh my god, I have an invisibility potion.
And didn't you also say you have silent image?
Yeah, I have silent image.
Okay.
Nowadays they have talking pictures.
Oh, I also have Scroll of Darkness in a bone tube.
in a what's a bone tube?
I don't know.
That sounds like a bad disease. Like, oh man, you're kind of hobbling there. What happened to your leg? Oh, I got bone tube. Like, oh man, is that curable? Nah.
Oh dear. Well, I guess I'm gonna go with my silent image plan to hide the body. That's the best I got.
Okay. So first you have to stealth up to the door. So you can see where to put the image.
All right.
The guard's opening the door.
Oh, I got a 26 again.
All right. You're like right behind him. He had no idea you're there.
Amazing.
What are you going to create for your silent image?
So, I mean, I think I'd just like to hide the body. So maybe just like the room, just like the room, totally believable, nothing crazy.
You can create the image of an object or creature or some visible phenomenon that is no longer larger than a 15-foot cube. So you can't quite get the whole room. You could disguise where the body is.
Right. Do you now? So the layout of his apartment was.
You have this sort of sitting room area where you met him before, and where the guard's dead body is, and there's like a bedroom off to the end, and then like a balcony on the other side.
Right. So the guard's body is like right where you walk in.
It's in the middle of the room. Yeah.
Oh.
Just put like a rug.
Oh no, it is near the door because he ran away as you killed him. Yeah.
There's no way
Gosh.
this is gonna work.
Maybe I'll do like an image of like a big chest or something.
Right in front of the door.
Yeah. Or like, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know where the body is exactly, but that's the best idea I've got. I don't know.
Just hit him with the blow dart.
I don't have anything to dart him. Like, I have the blowgun and darts, but nothing to like put on it.
Oh, you have to buy that separately? That's a rip. They don't put that
so.
in.
Yeah.
I assume that was included in the purchase price.
Oh, I know. I should have bought something interesting, like sleeping potion.
Do you have any other spells or potions that would?
That's what I was just reading through. I I have mercury, which I assume would not do
Well, it
anything.
would
like
slowly poison him. But
right.
That would be helpful.
I have scroll of darkness, so like, I can make it dark. I have the vial from the dragon cultist, which God knows what that does. It could kill him, but it could also give him superpowers.
I have no
or
idea what
something.
that does. So
Right.
I'll just make it up if you use it.
I have invisibility potion. I can make the guard invisible.
Just confuse him while you escape. I think the only two plans I could come up with out of what you suggested would be either A, using the darkness, convince him to go stand by the window and then push him out of the window to his death, or use the invisibility potion to I guess make Archie invisible and also confuse the guard enough to not be suspicious, and then he can just walk out the front door. I don't know. Is there anything else do you think is a good idea? Or he could just hit him point blank with a knife or something. Right in the neck. Right in the jugular.
That's true.
I mean, I have no idea what you're supposed to do.
I don't know. I'm not feeling great about my chances. You two are coming up behind me, right?
Yes, but we're hanging back because we're not as stealthy. If we're gonna blow the stealth factor, three of us could just take out the guard. I mean, we are kind of separated from the vault now. I mean, we took out that other guard pretty easily.
Well, so I could just try the box thing and play it cool. If he finds it, okay. I assume he's gonna run out to to try and alert the others. So that's okay, and he'll just run into you.
Okay.
You can take care.
Go for it. See if he falls for it. He seems
Box-
pretty stupid, so
The box strategy it is.
So he opens up the door, and right where the body is, just not that far from the door, is a giant chest, a human body-sized chest.
Oh dear.
Is that the plan?
Yep.
when you put it that way, Dan, I'm feeling great.
Okay, so he opens the door. He does follow in with him. No words are exchanged, but you think maybe he's looking for the other guard, and he looks down at the box. He pokes his hand through it. And
God damn it!
there's nothing there.
Does it just dissolve into thin air, and then there's just a body there?
Yeah. So I don't know if
He's about to turn around.
So I'm gonna use minor illusion to make it sound like the other guard is calling out for help from the balcony.
Okay.
Because we met the other guard, so I know what he sounds like.
Nice.
So he sounds he's alarmed, this guard, and he runs towards where the balcony windows are. Or the windows out to the balcony are.
Right. I'm gonna minor illusion. Duration is 1 minute, so there are still yells for help. I'm gonna try and follow behind the guard. Should I stealth
it up?
Right. 22.
Okay, he does not notice you.
Less invisible, but still invisible. All right.
All right. He bursts out onto the balcony. Looks around. You're right behind him.
Push him off the balcony.
Should I push him? What's the balcony over?
So the balcony, this building is out, onto this courtyard. The building goes up pretty high. It's eight or 10 stories.
Mm-hmm.
You're up towards the top, and there's probably a 5-story fall down to the buildings, or there's like a little alleyway on this side of the building
Okay.
that he could fall further through.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take a running but stealthy start, and muster all of my halfling strength.
Do a strength check.
Try and push him off. Okay, this is my absolute worst skill.
Oh my god, this is gonna be hilarious.
17.
Woo!
You sort of like running tackle him, and you hit him right like in the chest, and he goes toppling over the side.
Dude, you killed that guy.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
He's hitting him.
I'm less bad at dexterity, but 9.
Okay. As he's tumbling over, his legs catch you, and you sort of fly up into the air. You manage to catch hold of the balcony part on like below the railing, so you're hanging on to like the balcony floor itself.
All right.
And the guard falls down, all the way down, hits the side of the building, and then collapses onto the sidewalk.
And how many points of damage does he take for that?
He's dead.
All of them. Okay.
100%. Okay. Can I?
To make either like an acrobatics or a strength check to hoist
Okay.
hoist or flip yourself up from this balcony.
I think I'll try for acrobatics because I have that proficiency.
Okay.
11.
All right, you managed. It's not very graceful, but you managed to like belly flop onto the railing and then get yourself over.
Wow. I was not
She's
expecting that to work.
Shaken. He's shaken, but he says, "Thank you. We have to get out of here."
Yeah, we gotta go.
At this point, Matt and I come running into the room after hearing the screams of a guard plunging to his death 5 stories. And Colby screaming like a girl as he's hanging, "Help me, help me!" as he's hanging from the balcony. We're here.
All right,
Let's
Archie,
go.
is there like a side door or anything to this building? I feel like we should not go out the front door if we don't have to.
He says, "There may be in the basement. We could also, if you have rope, we could just leave off this balcony." But actually,
I have 50 feet of silk rope.
I also have 50 feet of hempen rope.
I have 50 feet of hempen rope as well.
All right. Let's tie them all together.
With our ropes combined.
Well, the only problem... oh, good. I had no idea. Do you know how many feet are in a story?
No, I was just going to ask that.
I just
I would
Googled
assume
that.
like 12.
Anyone else want to take a guess? This is fascinating. You know, people don't
22.
they say you don't learn anything watching the show. It's not true. A story is around 10 feet, so we have plenty of rope to get down 5 stories.
Oh, we don't even need, we only need like one of our
A
rope.
rope.
I suggest we use my rope
Probably
because it's made out
drop
of
the
silk.
rest of the way and not die.
It's a nice feel.
What did
My
you
rope
say,
would
Jim?
definitely be the most comfortable to use.
All right, we get it, Matt. You have a great rope. Jeez.
So let's use my rope.
Take it down.
So
With one, you could probably drop the rest of the way and be fine.
Yeah.
I also have a belaying pin. Would you like to look up what that is?
What? I don't work for
Belay?
you.
That's the
Belay.
thing you use. Yeah.
That's if you want to prevent
BLA.
something.
No,
Why?
that's when you take the ball and you roll it down the lane. Sometimes it goes in the gutter. It's a
Belaying pin.
it's a
Sean,
bowling pin.
not a belaying ball.
No, I was going for a bowling pin joke, Matt.
I know.
Oh my gosh. All right. Can we please get going here?
Yeah, let's do this. There's no time to waste.
Let's do it.
Should we do 2 ropes so we can parallelize our tasks and go twice as fast?
Sure. Why not?
All right.
Simultaneous. I'll volunteer to go first. I'm the heaviest,
Okay.
so I will go first. So if the rope breaks, you'll know
you
it's
can
not
make a
safe.
strength or a dexterity check on the way down this rope.
All right. Well, I make to the dice cam. Oh shit! I make an 8.
Okay.
I'm usually very strong. I'm tired from all the lying I've been doing. I'm tired.
You shimmy your way down, but as you get to the bottom, you lose your grip. and you take 5 falling damage.
It's the best kind of damage. Okay.
Okay. I'll go next.
Okay.
I'm gonna dexterity because again I'm better at that. 14.
All right, you're good. You gracefully land down there.
Okay. Strength check
Or dexterity, yeah.
or dexterity is my choice.
Yep.
I'll go with strength because I have the +1. Oh God. Oh God. Rolled a 1.
Oh no!
To be honest with you, Dan,
Trumpolina
I wasn't committed to this character anyway.
as
Wait, I'm just glad I didn't roll a dexterity check because my modifier for that is -1, and I rolled a 1, so it would be 0.
Trumpolina
That's the only way it could be worse.
is sliding down and then completely loses grip on the rope. Tries to catch it with her feet, but instead snaps her spine on the ground below, dying instantly.
Oh no! And you killed him! You killed him!
Poor trampoline.
Oh no!
Lord. Oh no!
Dear.
Now,
Well,
Matt, Dan? Is that? Are you? What are you? How dead are you considering this death? Is it like, is it like, is it instant death or is it just like an unconscious death?
You might be able to bring her back, but she is not unconscious. Like, her spine is severed.
Oh my God. Someone needs to,
so basically what I'm asking is, does the damage exceed the character's hit points? Is it 0 or worse than 0?
It's worse than 0.
Well, then that's instant death, and there's no coming back. You're just straight up dead. There's no unconscious. There's no saving throws. You're just dead.
oh man,
Right.
It was nice knowing you.
Trimble.
brutal.
So
That was an inopportune one.
And now all I can
Terrible time to roll a 1.
all I can think of is Archie at the top of the balcony, looking down, just shaking his head. Oh no! Oh no!
luckily,
She was probably too drunk to hold on to the rope
That
anyway.
didn't help.
Archie rolled a 17 and managed to get down to the bottom, but
He is
like
spry
sweating
guy.
and shaking. You hear a commotion down at the end of the street. It sounds like there are some people coming.
Let's
You
go
like-
the other way.
Yeah, you beeline it out of there, and you leave poor Trembolina's body sitting there on the sidewalk.
Oh dear.
And the Quill says to Colby, "Thank you.
You're welcome. Wow.
I'm indebted to you."
I love you,
As
Quill.
you sprint through the. Now, Sean, the effects have worn off at this point.
I hate Quill. Quill's the worst.
But like you recognize that, like, yeah, that you don't feel as driven to get the Quill out of the vault as you did. Perhaps because Quill's now out of the vault.
So basically, the Quill is kind of like Olive Garden in that at one point in my life, I greatly appreciated what it gave me. But now that I am wiser and older, I appreciate it for what it was, but no longer crave it for what it is today.
Except that if Olive Garden could at any point draw you back into its snare, then yeah.
It's called Never-Ending Pasta Bowl, Dan, and they do it and they do it once a year.
The breadstick basket.
The unlimited breadsticks. That's where they get you.
All right. Shall we keep going? We can do a little debrief. You like make it back to your hotel room one district over. You seem to have eluded any major suspicion.
We should fucking leave because we gave our real names at the hotel room. I assume, and we gave our real names at the bank.
And the Quill says also that man, you promised. He says man very disdainfully. Promised to return me to. Will not be pleased when he finds out.
You know, guys, that's a good point. And I know we have a magic pen that can read our minds, but did we decide? And by guys, I mean me and Colby, because we're the only ones alive. Did we decide whether or not we're going to turn the pen in or not?
Well, so here's my question. Perhaps for Quill, like you said, it was really boring being with that guy. How would you feel about traveling with a merry band of adventurers?
Anything's better than sitting in that vault waiting to be taken out to write another treatise.
Oh my God, we've needed a sidekick since Danther died.
Yes.
And now,
Quill is the
and
new
look,
Danther.
I love Danther as much as the next guy, but a magic psychic pen, a little bit cooler.
Pretty
I'm
useful.
not gonna lie.
Yeah. I do enjoy the being able to talk to each other telepathically.
Yeah, that's a great gimmick. I love that. We're gonna kick so much ass. This is great. Quill, welcome to the team.
Thank you.
As soon as Dan rejoins us, wherever he disappeared to for like a week,
Yeah.
wait till he hears this story.
Yeah, so we should leave this place ASAP.
Yes.
Like
And
before
return-
the night is out.
Leave Neverwinter completely.
Never to return.
Never to return.
Or will you?
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. I got to get that on soundboard. That would be a good one to have.
Yeah, we used that sound effect a couple times tonight.
We use it a lot overall. We have a lot of dramatic moments. Wow. We did it.
Yeah. You
No.
you hire a carriage and you get the fuck out of there. Get the hell out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm. Wow. It's crazy. That was cool.
You know what? I think this could just be me. I think you guys agree that a round of applause for a dungeon master and an adventure creator.
It's over?
Who I know. You don't want it to be over.
No.
Matt's like, how am I going to live up to that standard?
This can't be
I
over.
gotta
No.
go back to doing that?
But what happened? What about the guy, the shady guy? The really creepy, shady guy?
We'll never know.
Until we meet him again.
Okay.
You're free
Okay.
to use that character.
Wait a minute. Does this quill smell like eggplants to you?
Does not smell like eggplants as far as you can tell, although it seems to have the ability to sometimes look like an eggplant, but just as much as it looks like anything.
Okay.
Wow. Is there anything else we should know about you, Quill? What's your story? The craziest thing that ever happened to you?
What's the craziest thing you've ever quilled?
Yep.
So the quill says, I suppose I do owe you a bit of an explanation.
Huh.
So he says, to be honest, you asked, am I a person?
We did.
I don't know how I came to exist. I suspect it could have been a curse. It may have been some writer long ago who was given this cursed pen. Someone could have been trapped inside of me, but I've long lost any memory of any life I had outside of being someone else's writing implement. And what I would really like to find, insofar as that you're useful to me, is some ability to actuate my own writing, some ability to write something that I came up with. Because right now I can only write something that someone holding me wills me to write.
I don't know if we want that.
Hmm.
Because I kind of like that the super powerful, all-knowing psychic pen isn't able to write whatever it wants, because what it writes becomes true. That sounds like a really dangerous power. I have no interest in giving it. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. Like, I kind of like it being a pen
Bill
that...
says, just so we're clear, I'm going to travel with you for as long as it is useful to me. And
Fair
if you
enough.
don't want to further me along that quest, then I suspect we won't be traveling together for very long.
I think that's very fair.
I think that's fine.
He says, "So what do you guys do for fun around here?" As you're like bobbing down this wagon.
We get into crazy adventures. Seems like every week. Well, really every other week.
But what do you do to pass the time in this wagon? You just sit around and stare at each other?
Drink, I guess.
Days?
Drink for days. Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot about the logistics of wagon travel. Whew.
Says, "Oh, wait. Are you emotional over the death of Trumbelina?"
Who?
Admittedly a little relieved.
Yeah, not the most beloved
Yes,
character,
she
but
did
definitely
seem
useful.
a little unstable.
Yes, to say the least.
Yeah. Some might say a loose cannon.
Dude.
And now, as we're at,
Any other questions for me?
I think as we're rumbling down the road in our wagon, we see something. It's dark out, but we can see something. There's a small little fire, and we look, and there's something on the side of the road up ahead. We go along, and we perception check. It's good enough. As we get a little closer, we're looking. What is that? There's a shrouded figure with some cloth overhead, just kind of just standing there. Hey, who is that? That looks a little. Excuse me, sir. And then the person doesn't respond. Excuse me, sir. And finally he turns around. Dell.
Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun. What have you been doing this whole time?
Feels like I was trying to catch up with you. I heard you went to Neverwinter while I was gone. What were you thinking?
You have no idea the adventure we've been on.
Mm-hmm.
He says,
Hop on in.
all right, he hops in. So what happened?
Well,
Roll a perception check.
Oh yeah, good point.
He's back. Dungeon Master Matt is back.
That was a great transition. A 7. Oh wait, I have plus something on that. 11? Wait, I don't even have my character sheet open. This is so surprising. Do. Oh, 10. 10 total.
As you ride in the carriage, you notice in the horizon the gates of Phandalin in the distance.
nice.
The end.
Yeah.
The end.
A successful side quest.
We finally landed a quest.
Look at
I
that.
didn't think it would ever happen. We did it. Very good.
Go
That was
us.
fun.
That was.
That was
Yeah.
excellent. Very good. Dan has
stuff.
set quite a high standard for a side quest, I gotta say.
Yeah, now it's
Yeah.
your and Colby's turn
Oh,
for your.
boy.
See, I think that's a great like acquiring some creative magical item is a great motivation for side quests, and also like a story driver. Like I was thinking about that. Like, I don't know what I would do for a side quest. Like, what's the point? Do things just happen? But maybe I like things happen in
You do need to set up some sort of reason that people want to do something.
right, for sure. I like that though.
I had to get out my sticky note with all of the characters' names on them because I couldn't remember what Dan's character's name was.
Nice.
Yeah.
It still says Count Sal. You can tell how old it is.
That one was very opportunely timed, so we didn't have to come up with another reason to get rid of Trembolina.
Yeah, that was great.
That was perfect. That was a good one.
really
You didn't
good.
even have to write her out. Just-
She died as she lived.
I was pretty shocked
Tied
about.
down, hung by a rope.
I thought there was going to be a whole final boss fight I was going to miss because I was dead. I thought you were going to have to like battle that guy. Well, I thought this whole time this was a giant trap. I thought that the quill pen was just tricking us the whole time, and he was going to be actually some kind of like demon or demigod that was imprisoned in that chest, and he was going to try to drive one of us insane. We would have to kill that person.
Well, I feel like that could have happened if we tried to bring it back to the guy.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that was what was meant to happen. If we
I'm
brought
pretty
it
sure Sean is compromised at this point. Like we can't really
Yeah.
trust him.
I love the quill.
Yeah.
All hail the quill.
All hail the quill. Long
Yeah, you
live quill.
definitely, Sean, still think you were still adamant that it was like you needed to get the quill out of there. Yeah,
Absolutely. We didn't have a
Cool.
choice, guys. That was
Yeah.
it. We were there. We went there to steal what was in there, and we did steal it. That's it.
Dan, could you tell us? Could you tell us what would have happened if we had brought the quill to the guy with the cloak?
Do you think we should just tell Matt this in case it needs to be written into the story somewhere in the
That's
future?
true. That's a
I'm
good.
okay with that.
Yeah,
That's-
I'll write
yeah,
up a
that's-
thing for Matt.
Yeah, you could PM me.
This is perfect. Matt, are you ready to get back on the Dungeon Master?
Oh, you want me to do
Train?
that now?
No, I'm saying next time. I'm making casual
Right
conversation.
now. You
Yeah,
weren't
exactly.
prepared?
Are you rusty? Are you out of shape?
Yes.
I will tell you, if you had decided to fight those plate guards, you would have had to roll a 20 to hit them.
Oh my god. That would have been hilarious.
Oh, we
Could you
would have been
and
dead.
of course you wouldn't have told us that, so it would have been like, you roll an 18, miss. Oh, come on. Oh man, that's
I would
too
have thought they were just invincible.
good.
Not invincible, but
Badass.
yes.
Close to it.
Badass. Oh boy.
Wow.
Well, hopefully
So any surprises that we took on your quest? Was there anything you weren't expecting us to do?
I was not expecting you to throw the net on the wizard and kill him. I was expecting you to try. I didn't expect you to like go to the vault and then like come back later. Like that whole tryst with the at the bar. That was unexpected. Seducing Thokum Galgus was unexpected.
threatening bodily harm, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to have the quill suggest to you not to take... Because if you had taken the chest out and had that, it would have been game over as soon as the alarm went off.
That's true.
It's true.
I had to have the quill suggest that you not
Right.
do that.
Do we
Go ahead.
ahead.
I said it first.
Do we know what do we know what the dwarves were doing there? Were we supposed to like what would have happened if as we walked by we said hello or we peeked our heads in? Would you have been prepared for that?
Yeah, they were longtime patrons of the place.
So it wasn't like some crime syndicate or something. They were just
No, there was nothing fishy going on there.
That's what I thought. Oh, jeez.
But they were, it was, they have like they're high paying customers, long-time customers, so they needed to get in after hours and do this big, deposit. So they were allowed to do that.
Makes sense.
It was to set up the situation in the antechamber where you had to convince regional manager perhaps that they stole the thing out of the vault.
I have convinced myself that I would definitely be a good douchey rich person. Like, I feel like I've got that down pretty good. That and my echo voice. I feel like I learned a lot about myself tonight.
You're pretty good at this self-righteous thing, like.
Excuse me.
That's why if we ever find ourselves in a real life Ocean's 11 situation, you'll be that person.
Absolutely. As long as I'm not the contortionist guy who has to fit in the small box.
Remember though that because you didn't return to the guy, you're out all that gold that you put the deposit in on.
I honestly, Dan, I always assumed we were never getting that back.
Yeah.
I marked it off as a loss.
I feel like that guy would have tried to double cross us or something.
Probably.
So instead, we double crossed him.
Yeah, he
Boom.
can suck it. Suck it, guys. Oh goodness. Well, guys, I think we got to put a pin in this for this evening. But good job all around. That concludes this Neverwinter Heist side quest. Next time, we'll be back with the Lost Mines of Phandalin chapter. Oh my God, chapter 30 something. I don't even remember the number. I want to say chapter 31, maybe the next one. I don't know. You'll have to tune in to find out. And where can you do that? Well, that would be our website, GameNights.tv. All the episodes are there. Go back. I know we're all going to have to go back and listen to The Lost Mine of Phandalin, the last couple. because I certainly don't remember what we were doing. But I recommend you can do that as well. All the episodes are on the website. Of course, click the big green subscribe button. Gives you all the places you can subscribe, so you always get the new episodes when they come out. On most major podcast platforms, and of course on social media at Game Nights TV and Facebook.com/Game Nights TV. Thanks everybody for joining. On behalf of now semi-retired Dungeon Master Dan, the stealthy Colby, and the permanently deceased Matt. This is the snobbish Sean. Thanking you for joining us, and hoping we'll see you next time for more adventures here on Game Nights.